Hopefully the world.
Welcome. Hello. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Health Practitioner. It's for health practitioners, but this is actually a show that is going to help anyone. It's called Marketing for Success, and it's about helping people to get their marketing right, basically, and find tools, techniques, technology, and tips to basically get them to a place where they can actually market themselves well and their business well. Today, I've got a special guest because we're talking today about photography and getting your images right, getting your pictures right. Everyone is on social media these days, and if you're not, I don't know where you are because it is everywhere. It's impossible not to be on social media these days. But even if you've got a website, you've got marketing literature, you're putting out leaflets, etc., business cards. People have photographs on their business cards these days. It's always important to look right and to look the part. So, yes, welcome to my special guest today, Jaya Mc Intyre. Come on in. How are
Thank
you?
you for having me. I'm good, thanks.
Awesome. So you are on the sunny coast, just as I am. And how are you liking the hotter weather at the moment?
I love doing a lot of indoor photo shoots and personal branding that's involved inside at this time of year.
Yes, with the aircon, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Stunning. So tell people a little bit about you and how you basically got into photography. What was it about it that attracted you into it?
That's a long story.
Sure.
I'll cut it really short for you, but I guess
Yeah.
when I was at school and I was trying to decide what I was going to do with my life, the Rainbow Warrior was doing a lot of active stuff in saving whales. And I thought, you know what? I'm
Mhm.
going to be a photographer for Greenpeace and I'm going to travel the world saving animals.
Stunning.
Um, so I went off and did a 2-year course. And then at the end of that course, I realized Greenpeace didn't have a lot of jobs going. And those kind of jobs didn't really pay. They're more love jobs. So I ended up as a portrait and wedding photographer. So completely different. But then I did realize
Mm,
that I really am a people's person and I love
sure.
photographing people. And I love photographing people in a way that perhaps they haven't maybe seen themselves. That's what I really love about my job.
Yes, yes. You know, I don't know if you sense this, but certainly being on the receiving end, because I came to see Jaya to do my pictures after a long deliberation and researching around. Because for me, it is very personal. Having that person, it's so involved in that intimate way in creating an image. And I deliberated for a long while before I got my pictures done. And I don't know if you sensed how nervous I was when I did mine. And generally, I'm not nervous about things like that, but it just feels so intimate and so personal. Do you sense that when people come to see you? Because it is a pretty important thing for people to do, isn't it? Have their pictures took.
Yeah, and I definitely sense it. And I like to think that the process that I take people through puts you at ease very quickly. But obviously, before you come and have those personal branding photos or something done, I have sussed you out a little bit. So not only have we spoken, I've sussed out what you're already doing on social
Mm,
media and what you're already
yeah,
doing on your website and stuff like that and
sure.
how we can improve on that, or how some people, really have a very good presence already. So how we can continue or enhance on that, or perhaps attract new customers by doing something new. So I like to think the process puts people at ease very quickly. And the joy of
Mm.
digital photography is that I can show you a little snippet along the way. And normally, once someone's
Yeah.
taken a few photos and gotten you really relaxed and show you, most people say, "Oh my goodness, is that really me?"
Mm,
Um, and it is, but it's just they're not used to seeing themselves that relaxed and
yeah.
that much in their or owning their own power, I guess, is what I'm photographing.
Yeah, you certainly did for me. I mean, as soon as I walked in, I felt more relaxed, and we sat down, and I had my makeup and my hair done, and you were chatting away and sussing me out and figuring out what I wanted to do and why I wanted to do these and what purpose these pictures served, and it felt very, very invested, very, very personal. I don't know if everyone's like that, but certainly my experience was a good one. So I just wanted to put that out there to tell people that even if you're nervous, even if you're kind of thinking this is probably the worst thing I've ever done in my life. You know, how is this going
Which I
to
think most
portray
people think it is.
me? How is this going to portray me at the end of the day? Um, you know, I've done it and I felt incredibly nervous doing it. So I think anyone can do this. And especially it's about finding, I think, talking, like you said, to the right person and feeling connected with the photographer so that you know that they're going to get the
Yeah.
best out of you.
And I guess, how do
Yeah.
you feel now when you look at those photos?
Absolutely. Yes. I am. They're awesome. And I got quite a broad range, so I could use things for different purposes. And I think that's the key as well, is to having an idea of where you're going to use those pictures, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of my customers are now planning, their full year in advance. Like, what are they going to roll out during the year? What are they going to be launching? Is there going to be a book? Is there going to be a special event?
Yes.
And having that, like, it's an asset just sitting there on your computer, ready to go. If you get an opportunity to do something and they want a great visual to go with it, if you already have it there ready to go, it's one less stress for people, I think.
It is, because prior to that time, and I think a lot of people do this, they use DIY pictures. They get the best, try and get the best out of their webcam, or they take a selfie out there. And I did that for a good while. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that for a good while. But when it came to actually, like you say, being in the newspaper, or you're writing a story about something, or you bringing a book out or something like that, they are just not going to cut it, are they? It needs something professional.
And there's even ways that you can improve your selfies and the phone photos. Like, the phones take fantastic photos under great lighting. But I think most of the time we're trying to take phone photos under not so great lighting.
Mm.
Um, and we think that it will do. It does look like us. It's not staged or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the reality is, when people are looking at your online presence, they're looking at whether you've got a professional online presence or whether you are running around with your phone snapping everything everywhere.
Yes, for sure. Unless it's just for family and friends, and of
Yeah.
course, then
Yeah.
I've got different things for different audiences. But certainly, if you're trying to have a presence where you're trying to actually sell a service or product,
Yeah.
it doesn't look great if you've got an image where you're actually in the dark or the background's all cluttered. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about, if people are looking to get some pictures done, what do they need to know? What's the best tips that you can give today that would say, start thinking about these things
Well, I
right
would
now?
look at
Yeah.
I would look at what your product is or what it is that you're selling, and then depending on how often you're posting to social media. So I have some customers who have fortnightly personal branding photos done fortnightly,
Wow.
and then they actually do selfies and stuff in between. So when you're
Mm,
looking at their feeds, you're looking, I guess what you see predominantly when you're scrolling through is it is a mainly professional presence. And obviously, if you're selling a mid to high end product, that's probably what people want to see,
mm.
because people want to pay what they perceive that you're worth, for starters.
Sure.
So I guess, like, going back to the whole, like, what should they be looking for? If you are going to do it on your own camera or your own phone, be putting yourself in the ideal situations. One of the number one things I see people do is turn their flash off. And I'm never sure why, because the flash will always enhance the photo.
Okay.
Sometimes people think it might make if you're in a bar or a networking event, it might make the background look better. But if people are looking at you and what you're doing, you want to look better. So my number one tip for your phone is turn your flash on or get into light, because that's what photography is all about. Is like, where is that light coming from? If it's coming from a terrible overhead fluorescent, then you're probably not getting the best out of whatever camera or phone you're using.
Sure.
And then I was going to say probably number two is what is in the background, you know, like what is actually going to be behind you. Is it going to be something? So hopefully I've in my studio, you either get to pick photographs and things in the background, or I actually have plain backgrounds like of it for me. So whenever I go live in my studio, I might be sitting on my little couch and looking all glamorous, having a chat in a plain setting, or you quite often, this is my office with my stuff in the background. But hopefully it's reflecting what I do and who I am as a business.
Sure. The background can be really distracting as well, though, I think. I think some people's images where they've got pretty scruffy backgrounds going on, because all they're thinking about it really is what they look like, rather than the fact that they've got things going on here which is kind of distracting the viewer's attention to what's that going on in the background there.
So you want to see, like, what are they actually going to see? Like, if there is something awkward or not appropriate, or, you know, the best lighting is in your kid's bedroom, but you've got a wall of kids' toys behind you and you sell an adult product, then it's probably not the right place. So, yeah, think about what's behind you as well as how good you look.
Sure. And makeup, no makeup?
I think it depends what kind of product. Again,
of course.
Yeah, I think it's what kind of service you have. I always think if you are offering a professional service and you would get dressed up and put makeup on to go to work, then I would put makeup on for your photographs. Obviously, in the studio, we have professionals do it, and they use a certain type so that it looks even better under the camera's lighting and stuff like that. But same, it's just about being authentic and being who you really are. If you're really very natural, barely wear anything ever, then kind of show up that way for your business. But if you do, like me, I've always got a little bit on, and there'll always be a little bit in my photographs, but I'll never have blue eyeshadow and big thick eyeliner or anything like that, because that's not who I am either.
Yeah, and just before we finish, one of the things that I notice, especially when I interview a lot of people, and I'm also a trainer, so I get people send me pictures when they apply for some of my trainings. That's partly so I can recognize them when they come to the training venue, and I make sure they're the person that has actually applied to come on one of my courses. But what I find is they are unrecognizable in the reality because their pictures are so dated. So they look very slim, slender, young. On some of their pictures, they're like 20 years old, some of them. What do you think about that?
I definitely think if you are the face of your business and you want people to recognize you in a networking or public situation, I definitely think you need to update. Like, my favorite photo is of my wedding day 10 years ago. I have long curly hair. It's a different color. And yes, I'm a little bit lighter and slight. And it's my favorite photo. But if I put it on as my Facebook photo, no one would ever recognize me. Even now, my Facebook photo is only 12 months old, but you can see, like, my hair's grown. Like, I know as soon as I started saying, yes, I'll do this, I'll meet up with you online, I'm thinking, I really need some new headshots done. Because I look like a different person from 12 months ago. And it's only a small hair change. But if people wouldn't recognize me when they walk past me in the street, then I don't have the right photo. So I suggest if people haven't done a photo shoot in the last 12 months that's really currently looking like them, then definitely get out there and do it. There's some amazing photographers
good
on the
advice.
coast
Yes,
all over Australia or the world. So,
yeah.
Find someone that you gel with and go have a fun afternoon.
Yeah, I totally agree, Jaya. I really do. One of the best things I did for my businesses was that, because but prior to that, I didn't look like somebody people wanted to connect to. I was doing DIY pictures. And right now it looks like I'm professional and people are connecting with me all the time. And it's efficient. It's efficient of your time, energy, and money, because it means that people are connecting with you now rather than you having to go out and really strongly encourage people to keep connecting with you when they really think, I'm not sure about you.
It'll definitely take your business to the next level. Like, that's the one thing I love when my customers come through and they relaunch their website or their social media stuff. Like, it always elevates their business to the next level.
Yes.
And everyone says to me it's what they get the most engagement on is their professional photos. Because people are intrigued. They want to know what you're up to and they want to know what you look like at the moment.
That's right. We humans like to meet eyes. We like to see faces, don't we?
And it's the first impression. And then if the second impression is the thought that, oh, they don't look like their Facebook photo or their website photo, you instantly are taking a step back. So having a good first impression and a good second impression when they meet you in real life will accelerate that, I think.
Yes, getting that congruence right, I think. That, like you said, that authenticity of they are who they say they are. They're not trying to be something that they're not, or something that they used to be 20 years ago.
We know
keep it current, I think. Keep it current and keep it updated. I can't agree more now. I'm just really pleased that you came on to talk about this today, because it's some of the things that I've been noticing as I've been going around and commenting on with myself, and it's nice to hear a professional saying the same kind of things.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing your wise ideas and wisdom today, and I wish you all the best. Where can people get a hold of you again, Jaya, if they want to come and see you and get some professional pictures done?
So Empire Art Photography is my business, and you can look me up on the web, or if you're looking for on Instagram, it's Empire Art Lifestyle is where you'll find that kind of work.
Awesome. Well, good luck with that. I'm sure you're going to be pretty busy on the sunny coast in the next few months with all the weddings and whatnot going on, eh?
Yeah, it's definitely my favourite time of year. It's always good fun.
Awesome. Have a good day. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
So I'm just going to do a roundup here, guys. What Jaya is basically saying there is to, invest in yourself, invest in your images for your website, for your social media presence, and to look like you mean business, look like you are who you say you are, be genuine, be authentic. And, a little bit of investment of time, energy, and money in getting your professional pictures done will mean, or even if you're doing your own pictures, just make sure the lighting's good, the backgrounds are good, got a great webcam, something where keep practicing until you get some good pictures. But definitely, best thing I ever did was to get some professional pictures done. So if you want to come and share in your delights in terms of helping people to market their business better, you can come on to Marketing for Success. This is a show for health practitioners, but also around the world, people who are in various industries who want to market the business better. So just contact me, come over to Health Practitioner Business Success Facebook page or group, and I'd love to hear from you and talk to you some more. All the best for now. Take care. Bye-bye.